Lucifer wasn't cast out because he was weak. He fell because he wanted more. He was perfect, full of wisdom, covered in beauty, trusted with authority in heaven. There was no evil in him, only design aligned with God. Then came a thought, I will ascend, I will exalt myself, I will be like the Most High, not under God, not with God, but equal or above. That's where evil began. Evil wasn't created, it was cultivated. He took what God gave him and turned it inward. Wisdom became manipulation. Authority became domination. Truth became distortion. Everything still looked powerful, but it was no longer aligned. Casted out to the void, Lucifer, now the enemy, turned his gaze to God's new creation, man, using the guise of a serpent, while in the Garden of Eden, he planted the seed of doubt. One act of disobedience was all it took to grant now Satan dominion over the land. The knowledge of evil flooded the human heart, and humanity lost the original plan God laid out to dominion over the land. And he didn't fall alone. He persuaded others. He introduced a dangerous idea. You don't need God's authority to have power. And they believed him. Then came war, and in a moment he lost everything, cast down, stripped of position, but not stripped of strategy, because the same pattern showed up again. Did God really say that? You can decide for yourself. You can become like God. Same voice, same strategy, different setting, and it's still happening today, because evil doesn't come looking like destruction. It comes looking like wisdom, power, independence. But the moment it disconnects from God, it becomes the same rebellion that got Lucifer cast out of heaven. The darkness grew. Men traded the Creator for idols, spilling innocent blood to conjure dark powers. Nations rose and fell, and the iron empire of Rome spread its shadow, crushing the chosen people under a merciless, suffocating rule. Moses ascended the mountain to receive the true law, the constitution of God's people. Angel Michael stood as a shield, protecting Moses from the encroaching whispers of the enemy. The Prince of Peace, Jesus himself, wrote the true commandments with his own hand. This was the pure foundation, a direct connection to the Father. But Satan was angry. He created a new plan by influencing the Israelites through the power of dominion, through the seed of Adam, because he realized that every man came from the seed of Adam. He could manipulate his mind through spiritual projection and make them worship a demonic image, because every human bloodline has the seed of Adam, which is under the dominion of Satan. Moses was not excluded, because Moses too was the seed of Adam. So on his way to the mountain, he saw what the people are doing, and Satan easily used the same manipulations, allowing him to get angry. Moses could not control his anger and made him break the tablet that was written on by the Prince of Peace, known as Jesus Christ. And that is how Satan manipulated his mind. And after he broke the tablet, he went to the mountain and thought God was talking to him. And he wrote the 10 Commandments. But Satan was talking to him, and he played two roles of writing the 10 Commandments and making people disobey the same commandments through spiritual projections and manipulation. In the silence, the adversary stepped forward. He wrote his own laws, a constitution designed not for freedom, but for confusion and control. This is the origin of the religious systems that have blinded the world for centuries. This was the rotten foundation upon which the temples of men were built. For generations, leaders claimed these laws were of God, never realizing they were sipping from a cup of satanic influence. Because of the disobedience of the first man, Adam, when he ate from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, something irreversible entered humanity. It wasn't just sin, it was a dual system, good and evil, operating together. From that moment, humanity no longer functioned under pure alignment with God, but under a corrupted nature that could justify both right and wrong. And here's the problem. Every system that came after laws, traditions, religious structures was built by people who still carried that same corrupted seed. No prophet, no teacher, no law was able to fully defeat what started in Adam. They could guide, they could correct, but they could not remove the root. So a shift had to happen, not on earth first, but in heaven. A new standard had to be established. That's when God sent the Prince of Peace, Jesus Christ, not just as a messenger, but as the solution. He didn't come operating under Adam's system. He came to override it. And through his life, his death, and his resurrection, he reclaimed dominion that had been influenced by Satan. But here's what most people misunderstand. He did not erase the existence of evil systems. He repositioned authority over them. Satan was no longer operating with unchecked dominion. He was now under the authority of Christ. And then Jesus established a new standard. I am the way, the truth, and the life. That statement wasn't poetic, it was structural. He was saying, if you follow this way, you come under a different authority. You regain dominion over demonic influence. But if you remain under the old structure systems built from the knowledge of good and evil, then you remain vulnerable to the same influence that began in the garden. And that's why there are so many different religions today. Because many are still operating from human attempts to manage good and evil, instead of submitting to the standard that overrides it. This is not just a story. This is a revelation. And as you are watching, something is shifting. Truth does not leave you the same. As you are learning the truth, you are not just gaining knowledge, you are becoming a blessing to the kingdom. Because truth aligns you with the one who is truth.
We want to take a moment to thank every single one of you who helped us reach 500 subscribers. This is not just a number. It represents lives waking up to truth. And now we're moving forward. Our goal is to reach 1,000 by the end of the month. Not for numbers, but because every new person represents another soul encountering truth. If this message has opened your eyes, stay connected, because what you've seen today is only the beginning. Welcome to Wind of Change in collaboration with Soul Set Free Ministry, raising teachers, prophets, and leaders for this era. We honor our first supporters, and as the ministry grows to millions, you remain the foundation God used to build this house. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you stay updated with the deep mysteries of God. You can now also find us on Substack, and we would love for you to join that close-knit community as well. Thank you for watching until the end. Until next time, seek wisdom in the Word, so when truth corrects your direction, you'll recognize it, the wind of change.